Mine is Hello, I am Dylan, and I am going to talk you about some topics. For example, from reality to fantasy. It's a test about Shane, who wanted to fulfill a dream. For this, he's borrowed a few $1 million to a neighbor. Uh, a neighbor was a king. With this money, he created schools, roads, and winded the river. And with these initial events, his son saw what his father wanted to do, and with the help of his, they created the largest building in the world and made Dubai the commercial capital of the Middle East. Uh, the next test is about Kerala. Mm, well, in this image, I gonna see, I gonna think in the photos. It is understood that Korea is a very different place from the other parts of world. Since although they are motorcycles or cars, there is still in link with the animals. I think and the nature. I think this makes that these places are very beautiful and the most beautiful place in the whole world. It is seems that on this side there are beautiful landscapes and that your community appreciates animals. Teenage. In this test, the teenage minds talks about the behavior that adolescents have, such as the fact that they seek to have new appearances. In the 15 age, the adolescents, the teenagers, uh, find and search the new experiences from their friends or and that's about they also talks about dependence on their friends and how that can have a logical explication about they they stage experience for our, their friends. I think this is a explication for explication for a dependence for a dependence. I think that teenagers also find themselves with a lot of emotions since they don't know what to do with their life. Big city and brief problems. On this topic in the reading you can read that city have benefits and problems. The benefits can be to be close to the hospital, to work, being able to talk to more people, being close to school, and a better quality of life in general. But being so close so many people to it can bring problems. For example, the different points of view, arguments, murders, robberies, and the more things. I think it's very hard to explain all of things. Can be better with more hospitals or station of police stations, and I think these problems could be solved like that, like more hospitals or police station. The problem of big city is not how big they are, but how well managed they are. I think. Staycation in this test that talks about making vacation at home deals with an idea of having vacation but more economical and without the hassles of a trip. I agree with this. Since there are many benefits in you practice. For example, that it's cheaper, more cheaper than a trip. You don't know, you do not have to pack it. You do not have to wait for a flight and problems with a country. Do you have fly? Do you not have to learn a new language or learn the localities or the culture? Also, a place to stay. This text talks about three different types of hotel to stays from for the night. Each one of them has a unique characteristics. These cities are very varied and special to visit. For that reason, they are difficult to find, but however, they are very visited by tourists. I think it's very strange or weird uh, mm, sleep this in these hotels, but I think the experience is worth it. I think it's very worth it sleep in this hotel and well, it's good. I think for a tourist. Couch surfing. The test that talks about couch surfing explain the story of a student who once he ran out of a place to sleep. He sent an email to his classmate and one of lent him his sofa to do it. Now his practice has become popular. About this, I think that is very dangerous since you do not know who could be lend you his sofa or what intention he has with you. I think it's very weird sleeping a sofa of a strange. I think I don't do this never. Traveling solo. About traveling alone, I think it is a practice that can have many disadvantages, such as losing yourself without the opportunity to contact anymore, panic attacks, not knowing the culture, be more exposed to dangers. But it's also an advantage, such as discovering yourself, learning to have fun alone, and learning things that you like only you. And thank you so much.